Alright YouTube, what's going on? It's MY here, 505RC, giving you the third part to the big boy build. Now I'm working kind of late. Where I am is about 1 AM right now, so I want to go ahead and get this thing finished up. I'm excited. I want to see it running. So what we're doing today is actually doing our soldering. So I went with the capsule connectors. These are my females, and here are my males. So I've already made my charging ports for my charger. Duh. Bear with me. It's 1 o'clock. So, and I'm going to cut my batteries, connectors off, and we're going to start with the batteries next. So far so good. I wanted to give these connectors a try before I bring them to you. So I like them. So we're going to see how great they hold up, and we're going to go ahead and get started with doing the batteries first. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and cut off the leads. I'll do the positive first. I don't want to cut them both at the same time because I don't want them to touch and spark on me. Got my wire strippers. So what I like to use is a jeweler's vise. That's what this is right here, for jewelry repair. And it has a notch pre-cut in the center, so I can drop these in and just tighten my vise up. So I can clamp it right there in the center. And then what I'll do is I'll put a dab of solder on the tip of the battery lead first. Then I'll put some in the actual connector here. Right. While it's still hot, I'll go ahead and drop my battery lead in. So that's nice and secure, and that's our first battery connector. What we'll do is we'll cut the next one, so on. We'll continue to do the batteries. Alright, so I've got the connectors soldered on both of the batteries now. So, it was an interesting experience. I had them touch, blew up one connector, but the batteries seem to be still okay. So, what we'll do now is try to install the cap pack on the ESC. So I'm going to read the directions carefully and make sure I do this properly. So that's our next step. Alright, so per the directions, what we need to do is go 3 inches from the top, cut off the insulation, and solder the cap on. Alright, so I've made the incision for the positive side. Now let's do the negatives. Alright, now the negative side is cut. I guess you can see that. So let's go ahead and get ready to solder these on. Alright, so I got the cap pack on now. So what I need to do is slide over the provided heat shrink to make sure she stays secure. Grab my heat gun. Plug her up. Alright, so now we got her all on there, cap pack is installed, good to go. Now it's time to put our leads. Now it's time to put our leads on the ESC. Now what I want to do is run it in series, so I'm going to take a piece of wire, spread these out, and jump a piece of wire through here so I can run her in series. Alright, so it was a rough one, but we finally got the series set up on the ESC. So as you can see, I got my adapter there, and I have my series connector in place. So the only thing left to do now is actually put the truck together. So that's our next move. Clean up the table a little bit and make some space. Alright, so now that we've got all the soldering done, we cleaned off the table, and I am putting this back together. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I am going with the Traxxas TQI system, so we're going to mount that here, and I'm going to start getting everything mounted and getting my electrical put in. So let's get to moving on that. Alright, we can go ahead and drop in the batteries. Alright, we want to get a little Loctite. Go ahead and set the motor in place. We got the fan for the motor, so go ahead and clamp that on. Run that wire. And ESC will mount here. Let's fold back to those. Alright YouTube, so we got everything installed. Everything's wired up to the receiver. I pull the controller out, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug it up and let's see what we get. Alright. Alright, so what I need to do now is bind the controller. Alright, so I hope y'all can see me right now. It's 3:45. Rampage is now complete. Everything is put in place. Put the wheels back on. So now I'm going to go ahead and plug it back up. Eight beats for 8S. So I got a couple of things I got to work on, but hey, she works. I'm going to reprogram it through the TQI. Right, left. I need to swap two wires around because my head forward, she's going in reverse. But other than that, we're good to go. Rampage build complete. Hold on 1 second. Gotta show you the body. You know I love my black Chevy. Venom is back. There she is. Hey. Alright, so Rampage build, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm about to go to bed. It's been great. Next video you'll see is a bash video. We have a lot of fun with this 5th scale. Rampage coming soon, man. 505 RC M White, and I'm signing out.